Hi, I'm Lee King with Louisiana Football Magazine. We got a great lineup tonight. We've got our fan segment back, which I hope you're going to enjoy. They call her Miss Mama Harper, Laura Harper from Captain Shreve, a big-time fan, one of the biggest mom-parent fans you're going to ever meet in your life. And we've got 3 Captain Shreve recruits here. They're all on the offensive line. Look, all 5 of them, at an average, was 280 in weight. And we got 3 of them here tonight. We also got Coach Louie Cook calling in from Notre Dame of Crowley, and also Trev Faulk calling in from Lafayette Christian, and also Smacker Miles, the daughter of Les Miles, a really up-and-coming reporter here at Yurview. And we'll be right back. You're watching Louisiana Football TV Magazine.
When you come to Relief Windows, your experience starts here.
Or here.
Then we come to your home.
We measure twice.
And then we bring custom windows to your home.
We remove your old windows.
Install your new windows.
Clean our mess.
And we make sure you're completely satisfied.
And all of this before you pay a dime. And at Relief Windows, our #1 product is customer satisfaction.
Relief Windows.
Honey, what's wrong with the disposer?
What disposer?
Clogged drain? Call Roto-Rooter, America's neighborhood drain expert.
Louisiana Office Solutions Company is the complete answer for all your office products and janitorial supply needs. From supplies for school or your home office, to styrofoam cups for your restaurant, to pallets of paper and cleaning supplies for your business. Choose from a large selection of furniture from chairs to desks for office or home, traditional and contemporary styles, or work with our design team to create a complete furniture layout for your building. So call or come by Louisiana Office Solutions Company on Florida at Lobdell, where everyone is welcome.
Delta World Tire is 100% committed to making every part of your experience with us hassle-free and pleasant. Whether it's tires, brakes, oil change, or scheduled maintenance, Delta World Tire's highest priority is serving you. If you're traveling this season, Delta World Tire is here to help you make sure your vehicle is road ready. If the tire needs replacing, the oil needs changing, or any other scheduled maintenance, Delta World Tire wants to make sure you get there.
We're Delta World Tire.
Welcome back, Louisiana Football TV Magazine. Before we get started with our fan segment, these are our preview magazines from this past summer. They're still good. You know, if a mom or dad is watching the show for the first time or just a fan that loves football, on the left is our South Louisiana copy. On the right is our North Louisiana copy. The only difference is the covers and about 18 pages of recruiting, which is very important. It allowed us to do more on the kids South and North, which at the end of the day, it's about the kids. And that's why we do this. And you can go to our website to order it if you can't find one, where you live. LAFootballmagazine.com. We do articles on kids every day. Check us out. I want to go ahead and introduce Laura Harper, who is a mom from Captain Shreve High School. Her son, Eric, who's going to be joining us later today with 2 other big-time recruits. And the fan segment, I think, is very unique. I think it's something that shows the passion of high school football in the state. Behind the scenes, people you meet that love not only their kids, but they love the school, and they do everything they can do to help everybody involved. And tonight is one of those people, Laura Harper. I actually had a chance to tailgate with her and her family and all of the Gator fans and mom and dads, and had a good time about a month ago. And she actually contacted me about 8 months ago telling me that she's a fan of the show. Thanks for joining. Look, we made this reality.
I can't believe it.
I told you we would.
Thank you for having me.
I said, you know, one day we're going to bring you on the show. You got a great personality. You're hot, strong mom in the good way. You're that good, loud parent. You got your cowbell here with Captain Shreve.
We're here.
You got your Captain Shreve hat, visor,
Yep.
you got your cowboy, you got your
That's my
purses
game
made.
day gear. That's the game day.
You got your Gator jewelry. I mean,
Everything. I'm
have
good.
you met anybody like you in Shreveport as going all out like
There's
this?
other parents like I think I'm on the extreme side, but we have great parents support. We have great parental involvement at Captain Shreve, from the admin and the coaching and the teachers and the parents. It's very well supported.
You know, a lot of moms watch the show, and I tell this all the time to people that want to support the show, like companies. Oh, moms don't watch them like they do watch.
Absolutely.
It's not just a dad show.
Absolutely.
Tell people about, I mean, you've been watching our show for
Well, I've
how
watched
long?
it before he was in high school. I mean, I just love football in general, but your show exposes kids all over the state. It exposes people that wouldn't otherwise have an opportunity to get noticed, maybe flying under the radar, maybe not a big-time recruit, but somebody that has potential. And I just think what you do for our state and our community and our country, people see it all over the country. So with technology, it's a big deal. We appreciate you for all mamas out there who
Thank
love
you.
our boys.
Thank you. And look, I want to mention this. Tell this to moms and dads watching. You took your son around the country like every mom and dad, and like a lot of mom and dads do. You want to do the best you can for your kids, and whether you know what you're doing or you don't.
Right.
And you took your son, Eric, to a bunch of camps. What would you recommend and not recommend what you experienced as a mom?
My experience as a mom was we had schools that he was interested in, and they ranged from all over the country. He did a Florida State camp. We did a Princeton game day visit. We've done, he loves LSU. We've done Tech, Northwestern. I mean, wherever he showed interest, we made sure to try to make it happen.
But the experiences.
The experiences, the connections you make, the other players that he's met and exchanged information. Social media is huge, and you just have to get the best exposure you can, and getting in front of them is what it's all about. It's the relationships, but letting coaches see you and their staff see you where you're interested in going.
What I like too is when moms or dads call me, and being in this 25, 26 years, the questions to ask, and then things that you don't know as a mom or dad.
Right.
I mean, you're going on the fly, trying to do everything you can to help your son.
Right, and you got to ask questions.
You got to ask, and
you got to ask questions, and you got to be prepared
like
for
the
the
walk-on program.
Like you got to be prepared for the answers.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be big enough to know. Yeah, in my world, he's everything, but he's not to the world. You understand what I'm saying? So, you got to be prepared that you might get rejections, and you might get not the path you think you should have been on. But
I've got one for you, Laura, that mom and dads again watching would love. But you had called me 2 or 3 times talking recruiting. And I got to be careful because, you got emotional mom and daddies, and I think you respect because I'm always honest.
Right, I do.
And
absolutely.
What do you think of this whole D1, 1AA, D2, D3? I was telling you about that junior colleges, how the walk-on program works.
It's very
There's
confusing.
a lot of options.
It's very confusing.
A lot of options.
Yeah, lots of options. And what you think is always the path you should be isn't necessarily
perception.
Correct. Correct. So I'm trying to learn and self-teach, and through people like you that mentor us. So it's helpful.
Now, I went to the game against Airline, and y'all won that game. It was a close game.
Yes.
And y'all got in the playoffs.
Yes.
Y'all played the Rebels and gave it all you got at West Monroe.
At West Monroe.
That's like going to play in Tuscaloosa to win, But
it was very equivalent, absolutely.
But you're there, and all year long, tell them about, I got to brag about the rig and you and your husband.
My husband.
The passion that y'all have with the food. And everybody knows you're set up every week at the game. And this is what's so great about here, look, this is me. And I told you I was coming.
Yep, that's big. That's
and you
my
said,
husband.
you're going to see the rig. And I went, you sure? You said, no, you're going to see this big barbecue rig.
Yeah, that's my husband, Eric Sr. He's happiest when he's on there cooking. And we cooked 2 of the 10 regular season games. We cooked for the whole team, their pregame meal. But we tailgate every home game at Lee Hedges. We tailgate. Whether we're visitor or home, if the game's at Lee Hedges, we tailgated all the 4 years Eric's been there.
And this particular game, my memory, 2 other classes, which I love from the 80s. I'm an 80s guy.
Yes.
But two different 80s classes were celebrating their reunion.
Yes.
So you had reunions
Yes.
and regular parents all mixed in talking about the old days.
Right.
A former kicker from Captain Shreve who does the voice.
Jimmy Martin.
Jimmy Martin.
Jimmy
Met
Martin
Jimmy
is
at
the
game.
voice of, he's the color analyst with Tony Tagliavore on the radio show, and he's added a huge segment to
And
that
I did
part.
Tony's show not this past week. I don't know if you caught it.
No.
Tony called me, and I went on radio
awesome.
with him. He
Yeah,
wanted
he's.
to-
I love. He's quite a presence up there in that booth. I love to hear him call.
And Jimmy was a kicker at what, Louisiana Tech?
He went on from Shreve to Tech. Yes, and his son is a freshman, and he's an up and coming. So it's a great. We have a great program going right now.
I mean,
Captain
what would
Shreve.
kids do without parents helping, right?
Right. And we
Friday
got some
night,
great parents.
it's not just the game, it's before the game. It's
We got
doing the
some-
field,
Yes.
food for the kids to eat after the
Oh my
game, right?
gosh.
You feed the whole team.
Absolutely. We have a whole crew that does nothing but the equipment trailer, and their son is the center. We were talking Mark Mitchell's parents,
Yeah.
Nancy and
Met his mom?
yeah, her and Rick. Rick sets up the whole trailer and the equipment and the TV and the headsets, and we got all kind of people doing a spirit trailer, and it's just a family thing.
Well, I hope y'all enjoyed meeting Mama Harper, as they call her, Louie Harper. Captain Shreve, we're going to bring her back, but we've got Smacker Miles joining us next. And then Mama Harper will still be with us, and we got Coach Louie Cook calling in later, and also Trev Faulk from Notre Dame and Lafayette Christian. And our recruits of the week later, we got two from North Louisiana. We'll be right back.
When you come to Relief Windows, your experience starts here.
Or here.
Then we come to your home.
We measure twice.
And then we bring custom windows to your home.
We remove your old windows.
Install your new windows.
Clean our mess.
And we make sure you're completely satisfied.
And all of this before you pay a dime. And at Relief Windows, our #1 product is customer satisfaction.
Windows.
Honey, what's wrong with the disposer?
What disposer?
Clogged drain? Call Roto-Rooter, America's neighborhood drain expert.
Louisiana Office Solutions Company is the complete answer for all your office products and janitorial supply needs. From supplies for school or your home office, to styrofoam cups for your restaurant, to pallets of paper and cleaning supplies for your business. Choose from a large selection of furniture from chairs to desks for office or home, traditional and contemporary styles, or work with our design team to create a complete furniture layout for your building. So call or come by Louisiana Office Solutions Company on Florida at Lobdell, where everyone is welcome.
Delta World Tire is 100% committed to making every part of your experience with us hassle-free and pleasant. Whether it's tires, brakes, oil change, or scheduled maintenance, Delta World Tire's highest priority is serving you. If you're traveling this season, Delta World Tire is here to help you make sure your vehicle is road ready. If the tire needs replacing, the oil needs changing, or any other scheduled maintenance, Delta World Tire wants to make sure you get there.
We're Delta World Tire.
Welcome back, Lee Burkeen, Louisiana Football TV magazine. Later in the show, we have legendary Hall of Fame coach Louie Cook calling in from Notre Dame. They're going to the Dome again. I know it's at least 15 times. Could be more than that. Might even be 18 trips. That's amazing. And they've only had 4 D1 recruits in his 30-plus years at Notre Dame. That's also amazing. Trev Faulk, former LSU linebacker, former Los Angeles Rams linebacker, head coach of Lafayette Christian, also will be calling in. We got our recruits of the week, too, later in the show. But without waiting any longer, I want to go ahead and welcome and introduce Smacker Miles. Smacker, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Smacker is the daughter of Les Miles. Congratulations. Your dad gets back into the game.
Thank you. He's excited.
What was it like growing up as a coach's daughter? Now, we always ask coaches' sons, but a coach's daughter, you were an athletic swimmer. But to be around a dad growing up since you could walk, what was that like?
People ask that, but it was very normal to me at the time because I didn't know anything else. So it was normal, but I also look back and realize that my dad was a football coach, and he had some championship teams, and he still made me feel like my swimming really, really mattered. And it's something that I will always appreciate from him, because a guy to care about women's sports like that and to care about a sport that isn't the most exciting in swimming really means a lot to me now.
I mean, what is a crowd at a swim meet? What's a big crowd?
A couple thousand people, maybe. Oh, all the parents.
That's a lot, though.
Like full families from
like all the families,
from every swimmer, yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't get the coverage it deserves.
It doesn't.
And it's like clubs. So you got to be at like a certain, I mean, there's not these Olympic pools everywhere. You got to go to certain places to train,
but then every 4 years, Americans decide they love their U.S. swim team.
Olympics.
And then the U.S. takes home all these golds, and people are reminded that, wow, the USA is great at these nonprofit sports.
So you went to U High, and then later in your high school career, you were such a good swimmer, you went to the Bowles High School in Jacksonville, which I knew about football. I didn't know they had a great swim team. It doesn't shock me. It's a great private school in Jacksonville. First Coast, all those schools in that area do great. But who is your idol in swimming? Since you were such a good swimmer, do you have one that you?
I mean, Michael Phelps, because of the time he was racing when I was growing up. So I remember the first meet that I was at with Michael Phelps and just being so starstruck that I had gotten these time standards and I was going to get to warm up in the same lanes as Michael Phelps.
How tall is he? Isn't he like 6'6"?
6'6", yeah.
So
but when you see him, his body's so disproportionate that he doesn't look that tall.
That's amazing. Is he retired? Or is he coming back? Is he getting back in the game?
I'm on Team Comeback, but they say he's not, and I think he's very happy as a dad, which is really great to see for a guy who went through some emotional struggles and came out on the other side.
So going back to the Bowls, going back to U High, I think the U High people would be angry at me if I don't ask you this. What do you think of them returning to the Superdome again?
That U High team is unbelievable. I think there's times in high school sports, especially football, where some of these recruits can get overlooked because they're on such a good team. And I think that U High has that kind of depth this year.
Now, your brother Manny was a good quarterback at U High, and he got in the game at North Carolina. I think got a touchdown pass.
He did.
What are you and your dad thinking? I mean, he walked on. I know he's a baseball guy too. I keep up with all this stuff. But when I'm a crazy game watcher. If it's Saturday, I'm worn out from Friday night. I love it. But when it hits 11 o'clock, I make sure that I have the batteries for the remote so then go out so I can watch all the games, Big Ten. So I'm watching that, and I caught it, and I'm like, man, great job. He hung in, and he didn't quit the team, and he's a senior this year, right?
Yes. So I had worked my high school football game on Friday night, so then the entire family flew out early Saturday morning. We got there just in time for the game, and we watched the first half, which was a pretty good game, really, for the fact that North Carolina should have probably been beating Western Carolina by more. And I said, Mom, let's go get food before halftime. Come on, let's go, I'm hungry. And she turned to me and she was like, but what if Manny gets in? You have to, like, just in case.
You don't know.
And I was like, Mom, this is still a game. They're 2 touchdowns up. Manny's not going in right now. And sure enough, he ran out there and dropped back. He made a little nice sidestep.
A little move.
I appreciated it, yeah.
He made it happen.
Yeah.
Wasn't like a little easy one. And then your other brother, Ben, who I watched at Catholic High. I was a big fan, underrated fullback with feet, hands, did the whole deal. Fullbacks are not appreciated in high school. But started at Nebraska, and he's at Texas A&M, which was like not in the best mindset of the LSU fans right now. They'll get over it, I think, and in time.
Are you really going to do that to me right now?
No. But you got, having 2 brothers that did real well, and then yourself as a swimmer. Anything that you'd like to, and it's great because, like you said, your dad took the time to go to your events with an 80-hour-a-week schedule, or sometimes 90, which is amazing. Smacker, we're going to keep you here, talk more, And when we come back, we're going to bring Miss Mama Harper back. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have Coach Louie Cook call in, Trev Faulk, our recruits of the week. We'll be right back.
Finally got me, Ben.
What's that, Rick?
The Clark Street crater, the mother of all potholes. For decades, it's tormented the people of this town. They try to fill it, but it always returns. Got me good.
But you know State Farm's got you, too.
You ain't nothing.
Are you trash talking a pothole?
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Call or visit State Farm agent Bill Barkas in Baton Rouge today.
Delta World Tire is 100% committed to making every part of your experience with us hassle-free and pleasant. Whether it's tires, brakes, oil change, or scheduled maintenance, Delta World Tire's highest priority is serving you. If you're traveling this season, Delta World Tire is here to help you make sure your vehicle is road ready. If the tire needs replacing, the oil needs changing, or any other scheduled maintenance, Delta World Tire wants to make sure you get there.
We're Delta World Tire.
Well, it finally happened, Zachary. Somebody burned down my she shed.
Nobody burned down your she shed, Cheryl.
Well, my she shed's on fire.
The she shed was struck by lightning.
Zachary, is my she shed covered by State Farm?
Your she shed's covered, Cheryl.
You hear that, Victor? I'm getting a new she shear she shed.
She shear?
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful news.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Call or visit State Farm agent David Bryan in Walker today.
When you come to Relief Windows, your experience starts here.
Or here.
Then we come to your home.
We measure twice.
And then we bring custom windows to your home.
We remove your old windows.
Install your new windows.
Clean our mess.
And we make sure you're completely satisfied.
And all of this before you pay a dime. And at Relief Windows, our #1 product is customer satisfaction.
Relief Windows.
Lee Burkeen, Louisiana Football TV magazine. Look, I want to thank the Ryder Clinic. Dr. Ryder, Kelly Ryder, sponsors our recruits of the week. So we can do this. He sponsors this segment. Went to Penn State, one of the most renowned doctors in the country. He works on injuries of all types, specializes in athletes. He's from Abbeville, Louisiana. And go see him, Perkins Road, Suite 200. That's his number, Dr. Kelly Ryder. Our first recruit of the week. I love these guys in the trenches. They get no respect. They're never talked about. We're going to have them later. 3 Captain Shreve recruits. This is Sam Plants, who's 6'1", 275 from North Webster. Used to be called Spring Hill, but here in the black, which is purple, it looks black, but that's him sacking the quarterback. He's very quick. He's going to play O-line in college, but just shows you for a big guy. Look at him chase down the quarterback. Miss Harper, he's carrying 280, maybe 285 right now, and he's going to be a guard or a center. And actually, we're doing a highlight tape for him with his dad, and look at him break through. I mean, he's tough. Again, you don't always play the position in high school that you're going to play in college. But his upside, he's got great feet. He's always got a motor. He's all out. I also say high effort. Every play, he's trying really hard. And they look at that on film. They look at effort. They look at quickness. They look at your feet. And look at this, outside for 280 coming. And this is, again, one more play on Sam. Not giving up on the play when a quarterback's dancing around the pocket. And look, when they get hit once by somebody 280, they tend to slow down a little bit. And this is our other recruit of the week. Corey Russell had a 450-yard rushing game week 10 with 7 touchdowns. This kid started as a 7th grader in high school at Cade with over 9,000 career yards. This kid can play for Kansas, anybody in the country, smacker. He's 5'10", about 195 pounds. He's got the wiggle. He's Holland's good from U-High. He is shifty. He squats 600 pounds. But I love how he can turn his hips and cut on a dime, and he can go between the tackles. He's your all-purpose back. He's got great hands. He plays DB. He never leaves the field. And he's been doing this since grade 7. Who plays 6 years of varsity football and rushes for 1,000 yards 6 years in a row? But he's a great player. No D1s are on him because Arcadia's not getting the big coaches at the games, but that's why I'm showing his video. And Miss Harper, what do you think?
He looks good on Quick.
Want to go ahead and do a shout out to one of our new sponsors, a former Michigan star, Drew Dilio. We can put his stuff up. He's a new State Farm agent. We want to help those in the community, and I'm sure that Drew wants to help people too. This guy at one time ran a 4.440 at Parkview Baptist, and he was the best slot receiver in Louisiana. Went to Michigan, did good. Injury kept him from playing in the pros, about 5'9", 180. Never think your size gets in the way. And now he's a State Farm agent in Baton Rouge. Please support Drew Dilio at State Farm on O'Neill Lane. Love to talk to you. This is a great kid from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Drew Dilio. Getting back to our conversation, Smacker, we don't want to leave your mom out, who's a great sports story too, was a coach.
She's the glue, absolutely. My parents met when they were coaching at Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And basketball?
Yep.
And
still proud of her jump shot.
She's pretty good in her day?
Absolutely. She played at Central Michigan, and she's a wonderful mom and great at recruiting. That's another one of her strengths.
She was a point guard or a two guard?
She was a point guard.
Point guard.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's good. People probably, now they know. I've got a friend that coached at Central Michigan, Ken Karcher, who's in the recruiting world. He's the head coach at a Mississippi Junior College, East Mississippi Junior College. And Ken was a quarterback at Tulane, but he's from Pennsylvania, was the #1 quarterback in the country. In 1977, signed with Notre Dame. And I always rag him out because I'm not a big Notre Dame fan, and we have fun with that. But Ken Karcher was a coach there, but that's a good college.
It is, absolutely. We're really proud of my mom's sports background.
So what do you remember of being obviously up north as a young kid?
I was 9 months old. I don't remember it.
So you were raised basically your whole life, either between Stillwater and Baton Rouge.
We were in Stillwater from 9 months old till 4, and then Dallas from 4 to 7, then back in Stillwater from 7 to 10, and then Baton Rouge ever since. Baton Rouge is home, that's for sure.
What do you like most about Louisiana in your time here? I mean,
the people. I love how passionate they are, and at times it was hard on our family because they expected a lot, but I learned the value of the fact that it is good when people care about what you do, and it's never something that I will shy away from because of that experience I've had, and it's love. Where there's passion, there's love.
The coaching profession's stressful.
It is, absolutely.
It could be great, the greatest thing ever, and it could be all of a sudden
high highs and low lows.
And it makes you stronger, like you said.
Makes the family closer too.
I'm glad to see. I love the commercials with your dad. They won't let this grass thing die, right? What do you and your brothers think about?
We walked into a sports bar in Lawrence, and they already had the white hat with the Jayhawk on it and the Dos Equis.
Do they?
Yes, they already had it. It was the day of the press conference. I was like, how did we already?
I admire. I mean, I just
thought
think
we were
that's
going to drop
the
that. He doesn't even drink.
That's amazing. That's amazing. We're going to take a break. When we come back, more with Smacker Miles. We're going to have our coaches call in. We've got Miss Mama Harper. She'll be able to talk to the coaches if she wants, and Smacker and me. We're going to have them online and on air. We'll be right back.
Louisiana Office Solutions Company is the complete answer for all your office products and janitorial supply needs. From supplies for school or your home office, to styrofoam cups for your restaurant, to pallets of paper and cleaning supplies for your business. Choose from a large selection of furniture from chairs to desks for office or home, traditional and contemporary styles, or work with our design team to create a complete furniture layout for your building. So call or come by Louisiana Office Solutions Company on Florida at Lovedale, where everyone is welcome.
Delta World Tire is 100% committed to making every part of your experience with us hassle-free and pleasant. Whether it's tires, brakes, oil change, or scheduled maintenance, Delta World Tire's highest priority is serving you. If you're traveling this season, Delta World Tire is here to help you make sure your vehicle is road ready. If the tire needs replacing, the oil needs changing, or any other scheduled maintenance, Delta World Tire wants to make sure you get there.
We're Delta World Tire.
Handling a Gator like this can be scary, and this is pretty risky too. But do you know what's really dangerous? Dealing with the insurance company after your car wreck. If you've been injured, get a fighter. That's why you need to call me. I'm not afraid to handle them, and I'll fight to get you every dollar you deserve. So if you've been hurt, hire a professional. Just call me. Get it done.
Get Gordon. Get it done.
Call 888-8888 or go to getgordon.com.
When you come to Relief Windows, your experience starts here.
Or here.
Then we come to your home.
We measure twice.
And then we bring custom windows to your home.
We remove your old windows.
Install your new windows.
Clean our mess.
And we make sure you're completely satisfied.
And all of this before you pay a dime. And at Relief Windows, our #1 product is customer satisfaction.
Relief Windows.
Welcome back, Lee Burkeen, Louisiana Football TV magazine. We have Smacker Miles, Mama Harper, Laura Harper, and now we have Trev Faulk, who I'm proud to have on our show again. And Trev, I remember that you used to wear the white and green at Lafayette High, the Mighty Lions. And it seems like yesterday I'm in Lafayette on the sideline watching you at 6'4", 220, running a 4.5, just dominating.
Yes, sir. It does seem like it was just a few days ago, man. But unfortunately, it's been 20 years. So,
We're
yeah,
still here, though, Trev. And look, man, you've done it.
Absolutely.
You've done a great job. I want to tell you, state champions last year, first state champion for Lafayette Christian. And then what's it feel like to you going back again 2 years in a row? And it's not easy winning back-to-back.
Oh man, I'm just thankful. I just thank God every day just for being in this situation, for the position that He's placed me in, for the people that make all of this happen. I think anytime you have success in life, there are a lot of people that play a huge role in that type of success. And it starts here with our administration. We have some great kids. They do a tremendous job, and they're really the most important part of it. We have a good coaching staff, and everybody kind of plays their role, support staff, parents, and everything. It's a ton of support here that makes it go. So I'm just real thankful.
Trev, you graduated in college in 3 years, which is incredible. You go pro, you played for the Rams, the Saints. You were able to walk from the NFL with a degree, knowing that you had your degree. And anything you'd like to say to young men watching, advice about school, because it wasn't just football for you.
Right. It's just, I think, the principles that it takes, the work, the dedication, the commitment, all of those things that it takes to be successful in football. If you apply those same things to your academics, if you apply those same things to being a husband, to being a father, to being a business person, an entrepreneur, so on and so forth, your career, the principles, they hold true. And so, I've kind of been fortunate enough to be able to find that formula, so to speak, early on in life, and just continue to work it as an adult, and I continue to use those things throughout my time.
Trev, I watched your team. Actually, I didn't get a chance to talk to you week 7. I went down, and I got, because of the delay on the bridge, but I was able to watch your team, and man, they are so good right now. And you got a senior quarterback, Zachary Clement, or Clement, as they say, I guess, in Lafayette, but great quarterback. What do you think of Zachary?
Zach, first and foremost, is an awesome kid. I mean, as good as he is as a football player, as impressive as he is as a player, he's an even better person. Works tremendously hard. Has really grown as a great leader for us. Great student, just overall good kid, really. I think the highest compliment that I can give him is if my son turns out to be like Zachary Clement, then I'll be a very, very proud father. The football attributes and all of those things. He's a dual threat quarterback. He can run it well. He can throw it well. He can do everything. Understands coverages. Knows how to read coverages. He's a tough kid. He just has it all.
Trev, he reminds me of Johnny Manziel at A&M. He's a little bigger, got a better arm. Drew Brees build, very underrated. If he was over 6 foot, he's right at 6 feet. And I hate that because sometimes when they're at 6'2", they get a little more attention.
Right.
But this guy, Trev, I love him. I think he's the best under 6'2" quarterback in the state. If he goes 1AA, I know you'll agree, he'll be a superstar. And then Gage Ryan, your underclassman, what a playmaker. What do you think of Gage?
Sage, yeah.
Sage Ryan.
Yeah, Sage has been starting for us here since he was an 8th grader. Sage is actually my nephew. Yeah, my sister is actually his mom. So I guess he's doing a really great job of representing the family and doing a good job of representing the family name. But him as a player, man, he's really just starting to learn how good that he can be at football. A lot of things just came so naturally to him. He's worked hard. He's gotten bigger and stronger, and he has a better understanding of the game right now. But he's going to be a special player.
Trev, I'll be in the Superdome, Mercedes-Benz Superdome for the championships. Good luck to you. Before we go, I got to ask you real quick, what do you think of the New Orleans Saints, man? Are they in a zone or what?
The Saints are in a special place right now. It's not too often. I mean, you see really good teams in the NFL. You see great teams in the NFL, but the way that they are dominating people, you don't see that very, very often in the NFL. And I mean, week in and week out, they are going out there and overwhelming the opponent, which is unbelievable in the NFL. And you consider how close the talent level is between teams. So hopefully those guys can keep it rolling. But right now, they're in a special place.
And your linebacker, before we go, Martin Lee, phenomenal.
Yes, sir.
5'11",
yes, sir.
215.
Yes, sir.
D1 all day.
Yes, sir.
Special.
I think Martin and Zach kind of, and they've gotten some attention, but both of those kids are two of the more underrated kids, I believe, in Louisiana. I mean, I think they're two of the best at their position in the entire state, and they've been some tremendous players and tremendous leaders and kids, and a huge part of the success that we've had here at LCA.
Trev, good luck to you, man, and thanks for joining us, as always. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Okay, that was Trev Faulk. We've got a couple of minutes left in the segment. Mama Harper, what do you think? You liking this?
This is surreal.
Did you ever think you'd be coming
I'm
down?
on the couch with Smacker Miles. I mean, really? And you and I'm just. This is just amazing.
So what are you going to do? So you said wherever your son signs, they're going to inherit you too.
We're
Tailgate-wise, everything.
We're a package deal. That barbecue pit will roll wherever he goes. All those players will be my player. They'll be my sons, my adopted children. And it's just, we love the game. It's all about family for us. Like you were talking, you got to have all the pieces. And I hope he gets in a program, whatever that is, if we're lucky enough to play at the next level, that it's a family situation. It's, I know it's football, but that's got.
We got a minute left in this segment. Tell the parents, what were your best experiences this summer? D3, D2, 1AA, D1. What did you like the most?
Well, gosh, we visited Tulane. It was last summer. We loved that. Loved Uptown. We went to Millsaps this year on a game day. It was amazing. I'd never done a D3, but very close knit, very small. I just want to tell moms and dads out there to get your child exposed. And you had asked me to tell him I made him a card, front and back. So moms, if you want to, and dads, I made him a card, and you give that to a coach or whomever. One side is academic, one side is athletic. They've got everything in their pocket, and I just think that's a real neat tool if I had to pass something on to the next generation.
Hey, I mean, it's not going to hurt. It's
Do you have one, Lee?
I've got your card. I know a couple of college coaches got your card, too. We got 2 segments left. In the last segment, we've got our 3 recruits. One is your son, and we've got 2 other great kids from Captain Shreve. They're all offensive linemen. And we've got another segment with Coach Louie Cook, and we'll be back with Smacker, Miles, and, as they say, Miss Mama Harper. We'll be right back.
Honey, what's wrong with the disposer?
What disposer?
Clogged drain? Call Roto-Rooter, America's neighborhood drain expert.
When you come to Relief Windows, your experience starts here.
Or here.
Then we come to your home.
We measure twice.
And then we bring custom windows to your home.
We remove your old windows.
Install your new windows.
Clean our mess.
And we make sure you're completely satisfied.
And all of this before you pay a dime. And at Relief Windows, our #1 product is customer satisfaction.
Well, it finally happened, Zachary. Somebody burned down my she shed.
Nobody burned down your she shed, Cheryl.
Well, my she shed's on fire.
The she shed was struck by lightning.
Zachary, is my she shed covered by State Farm?
Your she shed's covered, Cheryl.
You hear that, Victor? I'm getting a new she shear she shed.
She shear? Mm-hmm. That's wonderful news.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Call or visit State Farm agent David Wilcox in Gonzales today.
Handling a gator like this can be scary, and this is pretty risky too. But do you know what's really dangerous? Dealing with the insurance company after your car wreck. If you've been injured, get a fighter. That's why you need to call me. I'm not afraid to handle them, and I'll fight to get you every dollar you deserve. So if you've been hurt, hire a professional. Just call me. Get it done.
Get Gordon. Get it done.
Call 888-8888 or go to getgordon.com.
Welcome back to Lieber King, Louisiana Football Magazine. We hope to have Coach Louie Cook from Notre Dame or Crowley. Maybe he's having some cell phone problems. If not, I mean, we'll try and make it work, but we still have Smacker Miles, and we're going to talk to Miss Mama Harper a little more. But until we get Coach Louie Cook, one of the famous coaches out of Notre Dame or Crowley, one of the great coaches in the country. Smacker, tell everybody about your recruiting experience. You were trying to decide on where am I going to swim for 4 years, I take it, not 5, I guess. Because I guess when you're signed a swimmer, it's not like they signed 10 swimmers.
Redshirting's not a big thing in swimming at all.
Yeah. So you have a dad that's a coach. You have a mom that was a coach. And you got to sit at a table with like 2 big-time coaches. That's they got to bring their game, A game.
It was a tough process because I originally thought my dream schools would be Texas and Michigan. And obviously my dad was pretty excited about me taking a trip to Michigan. And that program wasn't the right fit for me. It wasn't the right coaches, it wasn't the right philosophy for me, it wasn't the right training program. So I knew immediately that I kind of wanted that one to be out, which was hard for Dad to handle.
Okay.
But then I went to my Texas visit and I fell in love. So for me, it was a hard decision.
I didn't know UT had a big swimming team until you told me. I'm not a guru of swimming. I like it, but that teaches me a lot. UT's got a lot of good facilities, though.
I took an official to Auburn when LSU was playing at Auburn because I had some interest in the football game that they would be taking the recruits to. And I learned very quickly that when LSU beat Auburn by 2 in the last quarter, I was the only one happy that was on Auburn's campus. And I realized I didn't really want to be in opposition with my teammates every year.
Yeah, that would be a little, yeah, that would be. But now we got Coach Cook, and we're going to go back to Smacker, back to Miss Mama Harper. Coach Louie, thanks for joining us, Lieber King. Thank you.
Hey, Lee.
Congratulations, Coach. You're going back to the Superdome to play for another state championship, and it's with a familiar opponent.
That'll be 4 times in 2 years, I guess. I guess it's pretty familiar.
What are you thinking when you're drawing someone you played during the season and played last year in the state championship game? Is it, I guess as a coach, it really doesn't matter who you play, but you know everything about them.
Yeah, well, people were asking, like, when the Country Day Catholic game was going back and forth, I said, well, who do you prefer? I go, well, I said, you always pull for the local team first,
Right.
But I said, I'm not going to lie. I said, we're so familiar with one another. Probably, to have someone that you're not quite as familiar with sometimes is not all bad, But,
right.
But actually, we played Country Day a couple of years ago also. But it's not like we played them, 3 times in the last 2 years.
Right.
This will be the fourth time. So, but no, you know, it's just, you know, it's always an honor to have an opportunity to, you know, to play that last week. And,
yeah,
you know, regardless of who it is, you know, it's a great experience for the kids. And, you know, you just hope that you play well and you give yourself a chance to win a state championship. Because,
Coach,
you know,
it's the year of Lafayette. You've got St. Thomas More going to the Superdome. Your team, Catholic New Iberia, and Lafayette Christian.
Right. You know,
that's phenomenal.
STM.
4 teams.
Yeah, you got 4 teams from the area going to be there. And then you got, you know, Kaplan or Eunice, one of those teams will be there. Iota's got a chance.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to have a local flavor in New Orleans for sure.
As they say, down the street, Iota could end up in it, you know. So
right. That's right. Yeah, you got Eunice, Iota, and Kaplan. One of them, Eunice or Kaplan will be there for sure. And then Iota's got a great chance to make it also.
Coach, we have in studio, I know that you did a lot of work, as you always have with all college coaches, with Les Miles, but we have his daughter on the set, Smacker Miles.
Hey, Coach. I got to see him earlier this year.
Oh, okay.
It was fun. He remembered me. I was so flattered. He was like, "Are you still swimming?" Right before my interview with him.
That's a good memory, Coach. I mean, what football coaches remember swimming?
I know, but you know, her dad and I had a long conversation by that, and you know, so from that point on, I always kind of followed along, see how things were going. But yeah, she was actually at the Catholic High game, so I got to make sure she's going to be there this week because I think she brought us some really good luck.
I think she did.
I like that.
Yeah, she's doing a good job. And, Coach, good luck to you. I know you got to get back to game plan and probably watching film until the morning hours to get ready. But good luck to you, Coach. Thank you for coming on.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me. All right, guys.
Okay. Before we take a break, I want to mention, tell everybody, Smacker, about Yurview and the season. Did you enjoy it?
I loved it. I definitely found out that sideline reporting is my passion and something that I want to continue doing and pursue fully.
I know that she has to jet out. She's late for a meeting, but we're glad to have her. And
thank you.
When I'm still going to be hooked up, but when she leaves, she's going to get one of these Louisiana fish fry products. I'm sure that y'all will fry some fish.
We're going to need to take that
shrimp.
to Kansas.
Take it to Kansas. Yeah, show them what it's about. And grab a magazine before you leave, and we'll be right back. We got our 3 big-time recruits from Captain Shreve joining us in just a second.
Delta World Tire is 100% committed to making every part of your experience with us hassle-free and pleasant. Whether it's tires, brakes, oil change, or scheduled maintenance, Delta World Tire's highest priority is serving you. If you're traveling this season, Delta World Tire is here to help you make sure your vehicle is road ready. If the tire needs replacing, the oil needs changing, or any other scheduled maintenance, Delta World Tire wants to make sure you get there.
We're Delta World Tire.
When you come to Relief Windows, your experience starts here.
Or here.
Then we come to your home.
We measure twice.
And then we bring custom windows to your home.
We remove your old windows.
Install your new windows.
Clean our mess.
And we make sure you're completely satisfied.
And all of this before you pay a dime. And at Relief Windows, our #1 product is customer satisfaction.
Relief Windows.
Honey, what's wrong with the disposer?
What disposer?
Clogged drain? Call Roto-Rooter, America's neighborhood drain expert.
Finally got me, Ben.
What's that, Rick?
The Clark Street crater, the mother of all potholes. For decades, it's tormented the people of this town. They try to fill it, but it always returns. Got me good.
But you know State Farm's got you, too.
You ain't nothing.
Are you trash talking a pothole?
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Call or visit State Farm agent Bill Barkus in Baton Rouge today.
Handling a gator like this can be scary, and this is pretty risky too. But do you know what's really dangerous? dealing with the insurance company after your car wreck. If you've been injured, get a fighter. That's why you need to call me. I'm not afraid to handle them, and I'll fight to get you every dollar you deserve. So if you've been hurt, hire a professional. Just call me. Get it done.
Get Gordon. Get it done.
Call 888-8888 or go to getgordon.com.
Welcome back. I want to mention Superior Grill. These guys know Superior Grill in Shreveport on Line Avenue. I'm one of the few Baton Rouge people that know it's on Line Avenue. I know Line very well. And Superior Grill, we have it on Government Street here, and we have one in New Orleans on St. Charles Avenue, and they also in Birmingham. Thanks Bob Kershaw and his family for supporting our show. It's going on 13 years. They've been supporting us, making sure they give us gift certificates and everything else. Support them. A great place, great family, great Mexican food, fabulous Mexican food and dining. Right now, we've saved the best for last. We've got 3 amigos from an offensive line. They're all on the O-line at one high school at Captain Shreve. The Gators from Shreveport, 3 seniors. We couldn't get all 5. I don't know if we could fit all 5 of them on the set.
No.
But the offensive line at Captain Shreve averaged about 280, 285 as a group, with a couple of guys over 300 pounds. Cameron Davis, a senior, who's over 3.
Yes, sir.
Good feet, could play college ball. Got Eric Harper here on my left, Cade Davis in the middle, Dalton Clark on the end. No one's under 6'2". No one's under 270 probably. Mobile guys. And then we got our junior. Who wants to mention the junior? We're going to give the junior some stuff.
Yeah, he can't be here with us today, but Mark Mitchell is a big part of our offensive line. He stepped up as a junior to play starting center because our center was a senior last year. And he really fits well. He's going to have to lead the team next year on the offensive line.
Who's going to help him next year? Y'all going to have to go back to school and talk to those young guys.
Yes, sir, we will. But we got a lot of talent coming up next year. I think that they're going to be just fine without us. But I think we kind of changed the culture this year.
And I tell you, there's a junior. Y'all probably heard me talk about him, linebacker on y'all's team. I think's got a great future. About 6'3", about 240. I always messed up.
Talking about Garrett Hargon?
Hargon.
Yes,
Hargon.
sir.
Yeah, I
Yes,
called
sir.
him Hargon.
Man, he's a hard hitter,
He's a big-time
man.
player.
Yeah,
And
he is.
young quarterback's back. Your running backs are back. Most of your defense is back. Y'all lose that underrated senior. We got to mention his name. The
Grayson
linebacker.
Brandon. Grayson Brandon. Yes, sir.
Maybe not a college player, but a great high school player.
He's a great player. He's got the biggest heart on the team, man. He'll go out there and give you everything he's got every down of football.
Eric, you're like the spokesman for these guys, right?
I'm gonna let them say some stuff.
Cade, what you think, man? I mean, y'all gotta say, what's it like on Friday night preparing for a game?
Well, it's just a great time, dealing with these guys. It's really a close-knit family that we have. We all mess with each other, have a good time. We spend time with each other outside of, the football. And, I line up right next to Eric on the line, and, we have a good, close relationship, which, we call each other's blocks.
Hey, before you forget, what's the whole story about the shaved head deal?
Yeah, I got to give a shout out to Shreve's varsity soccer team. They did a great job with my haircut. Luckily, it was free. So
there you go.
Yeah,
you didn't have to pay for it.
And to your left, Dalton Clark. Man, what do you think, man? It's over. What's next?
Just ready to move on to the next level and hopefully to see these boys play.
Got decisions to make. If you want to play college ball, where you want to play college ball. I hope you're learning watching the show a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, learning a lot.
You could either walk on, you can go to a big school, small school, wherever, distance. Is distance a problem? I don't think for Eric it is, but
No.
Dalton, Cade?
No, I'm leaning towards the school in Minnesota right now. So
Really?
distance is not
What's the name of the school?
It's Carleton College.
Oh, yeah, it's a good school.
Yes, sir.
And Dalton?
I'm planning on going to Tech.
In Ruston, man, Ruston's a great place. I like Ruston. We had y'all were there for the magazine.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And I've probably been to about 15 Ruston games. And let's go ahead and go to film. All 3 of you and every one. I mean, you're all next to each other. But first, it's Eric. And Eric, you want to kind of talk about your blocking here?
You just got to fire off fast, man. When you fire off fast, they don't really have time to respond. You can kind of get them on the ground like that and dog them.
There you go. And little block inside for the run game.
Yes, sir. It's important.
Tell them your number.
I'm number 67. I've started left guard for the past 3 years.
6'5", 330.
Yes, sir.
They'll probably get you to about 3, get you back up.
I sure hope so, man. They trim me down. I'd love it.
And get the feet going. And
yes, sir.
You eat those. They'll have those steaks 3 days, 3 times a day.
Oh man, I'd do it too.
And in Cade, we've got some film on you and Dalton as well. But look, all 3 of you are right in the film every play. Number 51 and Dalton, tell them your number.
Number 70.
70. And I mean, y'all were in it every play blocking. You got your junior here at center, we mentioned earlier. Mark is also a baseball player, the junior center, throws almost 90. But I love his football future more. I guess I'm biased to football with that. But 6'1", 240, 250. Talk about your opponents. I'm familiar with your opponents. I know y'all play Airline, y'all play Bird. But talk about some of the teams that y'all enjoy playing. Cade, I'll start with you. Who do you like to play every year? It's over, but who do you like?
Honestly, it's always going to be Bird.
Y'all like to play the Yellow
Bird. It's always a packed crowd, great atmosphere, big rivalry, and we played football in middle school with a bunch of the guys that are, playing across the line.
And look, y'all got a turf field now. That's nice. I remember when it was not so turf field.
Yeah.
It'd rain and it'd be about 5 feet in the ground, your cleats. Dalton, what was that West Monroe experience like in the playoffs?
It was just exciting. Like, there's just big atmosphere. There's just a lot of people there. And
was it a different jump of excitement, Eric? Was it like a?
I would say it is. It kind of heightens your senses a little bit more, being submersed in that. But it was a fun game. We had a lot of fun. Being our last game, we kind of, I don't want to say we kidded around, but we enjoyed each other for those last couple of downs we had.
All right, the O-line group, y'all pick on each other when y'all not playing ball? Y'all always mess around?
We have such a good time. Like, we have a group chat, and we always just mess with each other.
Do y'all want to go to the same school? Does it matter?
Doesn't really matter. I think we'll, keep in contact no matter where we go.
Yes, sir.
We don't have much time left, but when we leave, y'all gonna have one of these gift boxes, and we want to appreciate everybody that came on tonight. Guys, good luck to you with your future. I know everything's going to work out.
Thank you.
Dalton, Cade, Eric, and all the O-linemen, Cameron Davis, all the players on the Captain Shreve team. Watch the show all week long. We'll see you next week.